And then as soon as you have lunch, you need to get right back to streaming. Okay, let's do this.
Captain McTavish, last floor clear. We'll link up with you at the bottom.
The camera fleet in solitary confinement is dead. The power must be down in that section.
Roger that. Squad, switch to night vision.
Nice place.
Klepto, contact at your 12 o'clock. I got eyes on. McTavish, contact, right side, prison. Have a visual.
Damn it. Couldn't do it. Hello, J. Palmer. Hello, Direct D. Hello, Mr. Red.
Adam, hostile at the end of the hall by the cell door. I got eyes on target. Target neutralized. Contact, southeast.
Damn it. Apparently they can kill me in melee with my shield up. Alright. Hold up. Is there a gun here? Sure, that'll do. It's a gun.
Light him up.
Check the cells for straggler.
Got him.
Hello, Navarro. Hello, Luis. Hello, J. Palmer again. Hello, Yada. Hello, Spartan.
This one's empty. This one's empty too. Clear. Man down. Got him.
You're funny, Sub-Zero.
Shepard, what the hell was that? Get the Navy to cease fire!
The Navy isn't in a talking mood right now. Stand by.
Again, Shepard is in charge of this mission.
Bravo 6, they've agreed to stop firing for now. Keep going. I'll keep you posted. Out. McTavish, hostile behind those pipes. I have a target. Tango down.
Yeah, I would say that, yeah, agree to stop firing. You can order them! I would say that it is not within the realm of possibility to discuss that without some people losing their ability to discuss it and instead resorting into screeching. Which is actually the definition of controversial, so yes. Just want to be really clear about what that word means. This isn't controversial. That's controversial. Makes sense. Again. That. Pause for a moment. Showed some concrete.
Klepto, tango behind those pipes. Can't get a shot.
Where's Ecto? Where'd my gun go? There it is. That's right. My character dying is secretly Thanos. That's why he's called that. What? How did you kill me in 2 hits? Alright, Caspian. Stab! There we go. Now, you probably don't know me at all, Caspian. But if you knew me at all, you would know that I don't actually label things as not being the remake if they're the remake. I go pretty far out of my way to say R, or remake, or reimagining, or whatever. So, let me ask you this simple question, Caspian. Do you see anywhere around you any indicator that this is the reimagining?
Take him down.
And not the original? Hey, Walker, did you see my question? And if not, I can repeat it quickly. Oh, I hate that Village of Snow. Because I'm not a cat person in general, so don't listen to me. No, I'm not a dog person either.
Light him up.
These people are apparently expert snipers who can kill me in one shot. We'll just deal with that. There we go. Are you okay with a short hike being tomorrow, Walker? Yes or no? No, not allergies. I'm just not a pet person. I never have
The
been.
old shower room's about 30 feet ahead of you on the left. You'll have to breach the wall to get in.
Okay, cool. No civilians this time, so we're just gonna do this, this, this.
McTavish. Contact. Left side. I have a visual. Moving.
Yeah, don't mistake me. I actually really like Modern Warfare 1R. I look forward to playing Modern Warfare 2R.
Locker room, left side.
They're not Modern Warfare. They're reimaginings. They're completely new games. That's fine. Just, you know, pissed off about the nomenclature. Name your crap better. And we know why they named it that. They named it that so it would have star power. It's the exact same thing I complained about earlier.
Target at 12 o'clock.
They call it Tim Burton's... I'm going to keep using that as the example. They call it Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas because putting his name on the thing would make it sell better. And they say that Hans Zimmer did this soundtrack because it makes it sell better. Like, that's why they called it Modern Warfare. And it's irritating as crap. I did know that, Navarro. It's actually why, if you're paying attention, both the VOD and the stream highlight both just say Modern Warfare 2, rather than Call of Duty 6 Modern Warfare 2. The gunplay is, honestly, one of the better gunplays I've seen in this franchise. I would say the only one that could contest it is Modern Warfare 1R. Of course, I kind of knew what I was going to think of that, I suppose. Holy crap!
Heavy assault troops up ahead. Don't attack them head on. Move quickly and hit them from the side. Cook your grenade to detonate behind them.
I'm gonna do that anyways, but thanks. Oh god. Sorry. Why were you behind me? Why were you here?
Target at 1 o'clock.
I just bounced a grenade off of him, but it stunned him. What are you talking about, Mr. Red? I'm gonna have to shoot you.
Contact locker
Come
room.
here, Mr. Red. Let me shoot you. Let me shoot you. Let me shoot you, Mr. Red. For daring to question the Overlord.
McTavish. Target 2 o'clock. Roger that. I see him. Roach, cover me. Got a man down.
I am very low on ammo.
You 12 o'clock.
That'll do. But yes, the reel for this game will be the last one I will be working on for the immediate future.
Roger
I
that.
didn't even work on it during the lunch break. I was doing paperwork. I guess technically doing the highlight reels is paperwork, but whatever.
Between the 2 rows of showers.
They don't, Caspian. That's pretty much the answer to that question. God damn it. Nope, Walker. I got this. And then I'll never do a highlight reel ever again, and we'll see if highlights ever happen ever again. The end.
Use the locker for cover.
Almost perfect shot there. Did you see that?
Heavy assault troops up ahead. Don't attack them head on. Move quickly and hit them from the side. Shoot your grenades and detonate behind them.
By the way, this is a freaking meat grinder, this level, this section. So the best solution I've ever come up with is just to bypass it completely. You've got enemy positions up top, which have limited respawns. And then you've got the shield guys in tight quarters.
Keep going along the tunnel.
Talk to me, Gordon.
They are fun.
Down here when those ships start firing again.
Keep going. You're almost there.
Gross.
I've detected 2 heat signatures. One of them should be prisoner 627.
Oh, no, that's a great thing. You kidding me?
Drop it!
So? Place? This belongs to you, sir.
First thing.
Who's so?
Move, move!
Bravo 6, be advised. They started the bombardment early. Get the hell out of there now.
Of course they just started the bombardment early. We're all gonna die. Oh, no.
There's the chopper! Get ready to jump! Go back! Go back! We'll find another way out!
God dang it, Navy.
This way!
On your feet, soldier. We are leaving.
It's a dead end! 6-4! Where the hell are you? Over!
I can't see you. I can't see you.
Approach it now!
I do, Spartan. Played a co-op with a friend.
Whatever you're gonna do, son, do it fast!
Bravo 6, I see your flare. Firing on the way.
Let's go! Let's go! Move on! Go! Go! Hang
This is gonna be unpleasant. Oh, Call of Duty 5 had very memorable missions, I agree. But I'd probably give this one the answer. The least pro-war COD game? Modern... Be aware of your surroundings. Remain alert. I'm not particularly patriotic, and I don't honestly, give much of a damn for the country I live in. But this is, without hesitation, the best intro to a mission I've ever seen in this franchise, and possibly ever. Notice the specifics of how this is constructed. In place of the usual satellite and big dramatic music and special effects, it's just the emergency broadcast system. Very basic. For those of you not aware, those are basic in real life on purpose because it makes them easier to broadcast. If you lose cable, if you lose satellite, you can still send out the emergency broadcast signal. That's the point. Very basic. Then we start up. We get our gun. No briefing. No mission prompt in the lower left that shows up at the beginning of the mission saying which mission you're on. You're just in a bunker. You don't know where you are. You don't even know who you are. They're shelling. very quiet music in the background. Obviously a military bunker. There's the broadcast that we were just watching. All the dialogue is background. Severely injured person just being left in the hallway because nobody has time for them. They're literally pulling people back in here from whatever fight they're fighting.
Hang in there. You're gonna be all right.
On your feet. We're Oscar Mike. Roger, 2-1 after out. Listen up.
Then we hear Keith Anderson.
We need to buy him some time. Hooah! Gonna be okay.
We follow Sergeant Foley. We have an idea of where we are. But then, the design of this level is very carefully constructed. So that the first thing you see when you come out is that. Trenches, barbed wire, artillery, and a lot of fire.
Currently tasked with multiple Casabaks along the Potomac. Proceed west to the target building and provide support. Out.
Incoming! Take cover! Get out of the kill zone. We gotta buy some time for those Casabak birds. Overlord, 2-1 action. We're speeding west with no adjacent support. And friendly victory from BCT-1 to Holland Ass Pass. Over.
Roger. Brigade Combat Team 1 is already moved off an LAV to provide suppression. Over. Hunter 2-1, this is Overlord. SEAL teams are maneuvering into position on the northwest corner of the target building. Link up with them on the top floor and eliminate enemy fire teams. Over.
And up to this point, we're not really at combat. Did you notice that? It's just one whole section of trying to really hammer in the nature of what's happening here. The specifics of what's happening here. The entire scene is set to get across the power and impact of just how bad things are getting. How bad things have gotten in this specific spot. And of course they have, let's be honest, this was probably their primary target. Hitting Arcadia, or whatever random suburbia they landed in, that's bonus points. That's a bunch of ultranationalists who just want to kill Americans because they're mean. This, by all intents and purposes, this area is probably the actual Russian military's primary objective here. You'll also notice they have way more hardware here than they did anywhere else. What they have back in the Burger mission. 1 APC and 2 birds. 2 helicopters, excuse me. That's it. I mean, I think they're morons, Lev Baltazar, if that's what you're trying to say. Yeah, no, the ultranationalists here, excuse me, the military, the primary military, they're thinking... Well, that was our hardware. I meant their hardware, Jay Palmer. They're thinking the usual old rules of warfare. You invade a country, you take their capital, you win. That hasn't been true in like 80 years, but let's not get into that. Oh, I guess that's true, Jay Palmer. Okay, fine. Fine. They had 700 airplanes, 6,000 artillery, and a Star Destroyer. I didn't think that. Hang on. You're going to have to make me look this up. I hate this when I don't actually know the answer to something. Because now I got to look it up. Hang on. Those Wolverines, I believe. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Nope, that is actually our drone. It was always our drone, apparently. Huh. What do you know? So yeah, 1 APC, 2 helicopters. What do you know? That would make sense. I mean, considering it's a drone, for God's sakes. Nah, you want to cut off the United States military, you need to take Colorado. Hitting DC isn't really going to do much for you, except stir up the hornet's nest. Fun fact, that's what happens in this game. Yeah, as they should, Plutonia. I mean, Colorado isn't exactly an unknown thing. It's just, have you ever looked up that place? Because that is ludicrously well defended. There's a reason why in Horizon Zero Dawn it was so well defended against an assault force that was universally superior to it and was able to hold on as long as they were. We talked about that when we streamed that game. Okay.
Alright,
Now let's kill some people.
Get ready to move on my mark. Ready. Go. Move up. Move up.
Now wait till the grenade's gone, sir.
Ramirez, move up and stand on LAV's line of fire.
Ramirez! Contact!
Move up.
10
Go.
o'clock!
Go.
Перехожу на другую позицию.
Use your grenade launcher.
A minute.
Move in.
See, Loner gets it.
Move.
Exactly, Trunk Killorn.
Overlord, this is 2-1 actual. Be advised, we're inside and proceeding to the upper floors.
Roger. Overlord copies all.
I mean, this place has been burned before in real life history, but that was so long ago that nobody except me remembers it, because I was the only one still alive back then. Wait.
Прямо передо мной!
Roger, I have a target. Ramirez!
What? Voiceless Tim? Not really, no. They even play with it. Characters have voices as long as they're not being played. The moment the player character perspective switches, the previously playable characters can now speak, just like Soap, who can now talk in this game. So, no, I'm not a big fan of that.
Установите мины в этом районе! Их бронетехника не должна прорвать блокаду! Этому бойцу нужен враг!
Who the hell is shooting me? Is there someone over here? Oh, hi! You're cute, aren't you?
Section 1 Alpha. Solid copy, 2-1.
You got protagonist's throat. They just can't talk while they're played.
Proceeding to the mezzanine. Tell the LAV from VCT-1 to hold their fire. Over.
Copy that, 2-1. Good hunting.
Ramirez, targeted your 2 o'clock.
It's how we heal in this game. We munch concrete. Yum, yum, yum.
That's the freaking Capitol building, man.
It's a loose layman's term for regenerating health in a game like this, because most of the shooters that have regenerating health have cover, and most of the cover's made of concrete. So the joke, the recurring joke that's been around for like 15 years at this point, is you heal by munching on concrete.
This is Delta 4-1 at the Lincoln Memorial. They're taking heavy fire. Request party and airstrike on our position. Send whatever you got. Broken arrow, broken arrow. Hunter 2-1, be advised. Hostiles on the southwest corner of the 5th floor are hammering the evac site. Over.
Solid copy, Overlord. We are Oscar Mike to the 5th floor. Out.
Contact you, 12 o'clock!
Jumping in front of me while I was shooting. Appreciate it. Well, I don't like to talk about it, but when I was young, my dear old pappy became addicted to concrete. I learned how to eat concrete from him. I watched him do it.
Enemy fire team eliminated in Section 4 Charlie.
Copy that, 2-1.
I used to have all those memorized. Charlie, Foxtrot. There's a specific list that you're supposed to know and memorize. And I used to have it memorized because it was actually really useful for IT work, believe it or not.
Proceeding to the southwest corner.
Copy that, 2-1. I got movement.
Now I know what you're thinking. How the hell could knowing that be useful in IT?
Those corners.
Well, you tend to do a lot of phone work in IT, especially when talking to people in other countries who sometimes barely... Oh, I hate this upcoming room. Who barely speak your language. And when you need to get across a specific password, or the exact name of like a website, or an option they're looking for in Windows, being able to actually give them that alphabet was very useful. Because even if they don't have it memorized, anybody knows that Charlie means C, Foxtrot means F. And I can't remember any others off the top of my head. Like I said, I used to have it memorized. Whiskey, Tango, yeah. And yeah, Niner, because 9 has issues. Yep, that's absolutely right. 9 and 5.
I have a visual on the enemy's crow's nest at the southwest corner. Move forward and clear it out.
Mystic 2-1! CENTCOM just gave the order to abandon all evac sites to the east of the Potomac! Get your ass out of there!
Overlord, this is Hunter 2-1 actual. We have secured the enemy crow's nest on the southwest corner.
Overlord copies all. The evac site at the Washington Monument reports several transports away, but they are still vulnerable. Can you provide support from your position? Over.
Roger that. We're sitting on a stockpile of enemy munitions. We'll dig in and burn through their ammo. Out. Ramirez, get on that sniper rifle. Scan for targets to the south of the Washington Monument.
All call signs on this net. This is the Washington Monument evac site. We're holding our own, but have glassed enemies to the west and are taking fire from that direction. Hunter 2-1, be advised you have enemy foot mobiles converging on your position. Stay frosty.
You need to hit that button. I don't know what you're talking about, unfortunately, J. Palmer.
Still taking heavy fire. Ramirez, target all enemy foot mobiles. Fire the javelin rocket.
Hostiles in the perimeter! Open fire! Open fire! Contact! It's 11 o'clock!
Hunter 2-1, recommend you clear out of there. I see a mass of foot mobiles converging on your position.
Negative, negative. I have eyes on enemy armor and helicopters advancing on the evac site from the south and southwest. Ramirez, use some of this ordnance to take out the enemy vehicle. Move!
The Javelin is just an extraordinary weapon.
Valuable time. Well done. Now get your ass to the roof ASAP. You're in danger of being overrun.
Roger that. We're heading to the rooftop. Everyone, move out!
Atlas 2-6 is now away. All remaining evacuation units execute level 3 evacuation protocols. Urgent surgeries only. We just lost Atlas 2-3 to AAA from the Capitol building. Get those civvies back in their seats.
We're out of time! Go!
Some of the random dialogue here really bothers me. Get those civvies back in their seats. That can mean a lot of different things, and none of them are good.
We're barely gonna make it over the MSR. We gotta touch down. We gotta
push forward. Move!
Hunter, this is Dagger 2-1. We are in position at the LZ on the rooftop. What's your status?
We've linked up with the SEALs on the rooftop and are heading up. Interrogative. Has the Washington Monument site been evacuated? Over.
Negative 2-1. They're still pinned down by infantry and light armor from the World War II memorial. Doesn't look good from here. Over.
Copy, Overlord. We'll do what we can from the air. Out.
First wave of civilian transports is away. Reaper 2, proceed with second stage evacuation. Litter urgent personnel only. Dagger 2, stand lock. Break left. Break left. Overlord. Dagger 2-2 is hit and going down. RPG teams at the World War II Memorial. Pull that trigger till they don't get up. Atlas 2-3, 2-4, and 2-5 are all away. Ground units in LC-4, fall back down. Enemy gunships lifting off 12 o'clock. War Memorial. This is Atlas 2-5 at LC-1. Engines are 30%. I can't carry any more people. We're gonna have to leave some of them behind. Dagger 2, the Washington Monument is taking fire from the main road. Overlord to all units. Evacuation order April. I repeat, evacuation order April. Everyone get the hell out of there. Get your man on that transport now! We are leaving! This is Atlas 1-1. Civilian transport going down 2 clicks west to DuPont Circle. We are... Overlord! We're hit but still in the air. We've got a massive sound tower in the Department of Justice. We're going in. We're losing attitude control. Take us up. If we're going down, we're taking those sounds back with us. Warhead, Mayday, Mayday. This is Dagger 2-1. We are going down. Big Red Square. Alpha Bravo. Dagger 2-1, this is Overlord. Do you copy? Over. Dagger 2-1, this is Overlord. How copy? Over.
Oh, hold on. That makes me cringe. That's why. Look how little ammo we have. Look at how little ammo we have. what we got. There's a mentality here, which, ironically, they're probably going through too right now. We're dead. We've lost. Make them pay for every inch. If you're paying attention, you heard it earlier too. We're hit. Pull us up. We're going to take out as many SAMs as we can with us.
Uplink nearly complete. General Shepard, you're online with Captain Price.
Back from the brink, Captain.
Out of the frying pan is more like it. This world looks more like hell than the one I just left.
We thought we'd recovered the ACS before the Russians could crack it. We were wrong. Then Makarov turned the US into his scapegoat. Next thing you know, there's flames everywhere. What's this image you're sending me?
You want to put out an oil fire, sir? You set off a bigger explosion right next to it. Sucks away the oxygen, snuffs the flame.
Price, you've been locked away too long. Better get your mind right, son.
Shepard, are you willing to do what is necessary to win?
Always.
We got ourselves a pretty big fire. Gonna need a huge bang.
You've been in the gulag too long, Price. Focus on taking out Makarov.
No time, sir. We need to end this war today.
I'm not asking you, Price. This is an order. You're to...
Looks like we lost our connection.
Price, I can barely see Roger shooting my satellite feed. Too much interference. Do you see him? Over.
Roger that, Soap. I've found Roach. He appears to be intact. We're gonna head northwest to the subbase. Over.
Copy that. The rest of the team landed near Ghost, pretty far to the east.
Tell them to proceed with the mission. We'll regroup if possible.
Roach, follow me and stay out of sight.
Yeah, it's actually funny. This could be debated, especially with the advantage of hindsight. But Price is making a far more effective call than Shepard here. Which makes sense, given what we know. Yeah, I was thinking about it earlier. The first game starts off really strong, Modern Warfare 1, and then kind of meanders a bit.
Automatic rifles, frag grenades, one German Shepherd.
Dogs. I hate dogs.
These Russian dogs are like pussycats compared to the ones in Pripyat.
It's good to have you back, old man.
Roger that. Let's follow them quietly and pick off any stragglers. Patience.
Yeah, this game's kind of the opposite. Frankly, Modern Warfare 2 starts weak.
Convoy coming. Get out of sight.
I've seen worse, of course. I don't think it's negative worthy, but honestly, Modern Warfare 2's intro is only good enough for a wash. But then it starts going up.
Two of them are stopped for a smoke. Take one, I'll take out the other.
3, 2, 1.
Good.
I think the first act works better in hindsight, personally, because a lot of it is establishment and foreshadowing. Most of it, really.
I'm ready. Let's take them all out at once. You take the handler and his dog on the left.
You got it.
Beautiful.
Exactly, Andrew. It's funny, because I'm still not going to give the intro any positives. But it is funny to think about, especially if you're playing your first time through. I will admit, this game absolutely gets a replay positive, because it really is a different game the second time around. In fact, I'm probably going to give a Babylon 5 positive to this one. So I'm going to do that really quick. honestly, of their own accord, Contingency and Second Son are probably my favorite missions in the whole game. That's a good question, Jay Palmer. I don't know. I talked about this during the lore run, but I do want to mention that Price surviving was actually considered a little bit of a spoiler.
So our intel was off. The Russians have mobile SAMs.
Roger that.
Have you found us some transport?
I'm working on it. Out.
But there were some caveats there, as there usually are, because some marketing people just can't keep it in their pants. Well, okay. This is now a thing that's happening.
Slow down. Their vehicles can't follow us this far.
Let them pass. Looks like they're searching for us.
Hang on, I'm going to steal Huthor's kimchi really quick. There we go.
Dog patrol.
I actually do, Tim. Especially for pacing purposes.
Three-man patrol dead ahead. Take them out or leave them be. Your call.
I didn't see a sub, Croatia. But I'll check.
Nicely done.
Hang on. Hit the stream breaks. There is a sub. 9 minutes ago. Didn't even see the thing. Thank you very, very much, Croatia. Always. Sorry, Huthor. I was always Hitler. Sorry. You know, you want to hear something really funny? I can't actually go back and rewatch the first Rambo film anymore. First Blood. Bothers me too much. I mean, it's a good damn film. I highly recommend it. But it gets to me. Especially the cops.
Large patrol at 12 o'clock. Use a suppressed weapon. We'll have to take them out at the same time. Take the two on the right.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
We're spotted! Go loud! Take
What?
it out!
How are we... How did... What? How... What?
Got one.
I'm just gonna die, because I'm not actually sure what happened there. Let's try that again.
Large patrol at 12 o'clock. Use a suppressed weapon. We'll have to take them out at the same time. Got one. We got another dog patrol. Take them out or try to slip past. Your call.
The dog patrol. I'm not gonna... Oh, okay. Hang on. We can try. Give it a second. I think you're right, Orcano. And for the same reason, too. I do think this is gorgeous, by the way. The first game didn't exactly look bad, but man, the remaster looks really good. Props to the graphics designers, texturers, and all the people who made this look good. Because it's not just... Like, look at that. The snow, the way it's diffusing the light, the positioning and patterning of the trees, how much of the trees have leaves, how much of them don't, the way the snow is gathering on the ice and the other snow, the way the snow is falling off the rocks, the way that there's color distinction to give you, and usage of shadows to give an idea of where you're going. Like, this is very well designed. Yeah, it doesn't have the Hoth problem, exactly. All right, let's get out of here. Come on. Okay, hang on. Yeah, it does kind of look like a Bob Ross painting. There's the dog. I do, Plutonia. It's a damn good soundtrack. It's listed as Hans Zimmer, which irritates me for reasons already talked about. I wasn't going to say anything, Carl Vite. Not like they have the monopoly on stupid invasion decisions. They're not going to leave, are they? Yeah, dog's right there. I have to decide if I want to kill these people or not. I don't think I can kill them quickly enough, that's the problem.
Well done.
Thank you, Andity. As I say, we can name plenty of nations that have done plenty of dumb invasions over the years. Even if we just keep it within the last century, we could still come up with more than one. More than 5. We push that back to 2 or 3 centuries, all of a sudden that number spikes up. God damn it. Sorry, I keep forgetting to. That's my fault. That's my fault. I did that with Modern Warfare 1 as well.
So, what's the status of our air support? Over.
A UAV loaded with AGMs is en route to your position.
Roger that. This ridge is perfect. Roach, take control of the Predator drone.
You mean that Predator drone?
Bollocks.
What just happened?
There's a mobile SAM site in the village. It just shot down our Predator. Soap, we need another Predator.
Those aren't cheap. Would have been nice to have that on this mission, but whatever, I guess. I actually don't remember what UAV stands for.
You might want to grab a different weapon.
Off the top of my head. It's sure a good thing you gave me this big ol' LMG then. What? Oh, those are friendlies. Damn it! 40 million each. Jesus. Oh.
Roach, they know we're here. You might want to grab a different weapon.
Sorry. Hello, fellow friendlies. Unarmed aerial vehicle. There we go.
Nice work on that SAM site.
Thanks, but we better get moving. Those explosions are going to attract a lot of attention.
Yeah, there's a pretty decent chance I will never make $40 million in my entire life. Just some perspective there. You're probably thinking, wow, that's a lot of money. No, hang on. It gets better. Everyone in this chat, including me, combined, will never make $40 million our entire lives. Combined. Why am I not hitting this person? Jesus. I mean, I'm going to take over the world, but that's kind of different. I'm not really in it for the money. I don't think I heard that story, Space Cadet.
Ghost! Moving!
I'm moving. Oh, that's a lot. No cover. Got it. Time to make some cover.
Roger that. Second predator's almost in position. Make it count. These things don't grow on trees.
Goodbye.
That got their attention. The whole base is on the left. You'd better hurry. You've only got a couple of minutes before that submarine dives. We're moving. AGM missile is online.
I don't know if an APC is super expensive. Not exactly cheap, though.
Multiple confirmed
I don't know how much Jeeps are, either. Yeah, if you have to ask, you can't afford it.
AGM missiles online.
Сержант, что слышно на правом фланге?
Oh, it's all just a few $1 million.
Good hit. Looks like at least 3 kills.
Where is this guy? Oh, Jesus.
AGM missiles online.
Hold up. Yep, it's okay. I'm just shooting about 3 years worth of my yearly salary every time I fire one of these.
You're halfway there. AGM missiles online.
This is not cover.
AGM missiles online. I repeat, AGM.
Hang on. Well, this is bad. Very bad.
Concrete wall! I have a visual! I'm going for the sound!
AGM missiles online. AGM missiles online. I repeat, AGM missile.
Wait a second. Jesus, so. Oh, okay, you'll do.
They're down.
That's a friendly. Why are you down there?
I'm inside the sub. Cover me. I'll need a few minutes. AGM missiles online. I repeat, AGM missile is online.
Honestly, most cover systems bother me. Cover-based systems bother me.
Good effect on target. Multiple enemy vehicles. KIA.
More vehicles to the east! Use the UAV!
Oh, nice, Orkana. Yeah, I remember that.
AGM missile is online.
Where are you at? Where are you at? There you are.
Good kill. Truck destroyed.
Notice they specifically spawn enemies over here, so you'll be looking in time to see that.
Christ, come in! They're opening the silo doors on the sub. Come on, hurry! Christ, do you copy? The silo doors are open! I repeat, the silo doors are open! Wait, Christ, no! We have a nuclear missile launch! Missile in the air! Missile in the air! Code black! Code black!
Good question, Arcana. Hi, Seth. Yeah, the irony. Meanwhile, Colorado. Cheyenne Mountain. A ridiculously well-defended location.
Vector puts it en route to the East Coast. We will lose the White House.
We've rebuilt it before. We'll rebuild it again.
Casualties?
Possibly 30 to 50,000. Depends on the exact location of the detonation. All systems will go down.
General Shepard, you warned us. We should have listened.
When they speak of this moment, we will not be the ones who stood guard while America died. One man is responsible for all this. Makarov must be brought to light.
Whatever you need, General. You've got a blank check.
And that is terrifying. The Secretary of Defense just told a general they've got a blank check.
Dagger 2-1, this is Overlord. Do you copy? Over.
Second Son. I love this mission. It's ridiculous, but I love this mission. So, meanwhile, in the past, still hurts looking at that.
Take this and stay down! Ways down! Ramirez! Last mag! Take it down! Get it! Ammo check! There's too many of them! Pound on! Tracer! 3 rounds left! Corporal! Henry! Oh, shit!
Come in, Sat-1. This is ISS Control. Houston's requesting a feed from your helmet cam, over. They want you to look over towards the dark side of the Earth. Should be cresting the horizon about 15 degrees east of the starboard PV rays. There it is. We're getting your feed, Sat-1. Come in, Houston. Are you getting this?
Copy that, ISS. Video feed from Sat-1 is clear. Sat-1, keep tracking the bogey. We're looking into it. Stand by.
Houston, we're not scheduled for any satellite launches today, are we?
ISS Houston, stand by. We may have a problem here.
Houston, this is ISS.
Notice we still have no ammo.
No stop! Keep moving! What the hell's going on? EMP!
Looks like, yeah, you can still see some of them spawning.
What the hell are we gonna do now, man? Russian guys outnumbered. Shit's falling from the sky. We're screwed, man. We're
Shut up.
totally hooped.
Get a grip, Corporal. Our weapons still work, which means we can still kick some ass, what? They're here.
Now, before I go forward, let's be very clear. The scene we just saw was very Hollywood. I just kind of don't care in this one specific spot. Let me reiterate something I say all the time. Even something bad, a bad trope or whatever, can be done properly. And that was a very powerful moment. Let's the story. And it comes down to the details, right? A very large amount of effort and work was put into making that look as terrifying and horrifying as possible. There's a pretty good chance we shouldn't have been able to physically see a missile from at least 800 or 900 miles away. Like, that's kind of very off the top of my head, because it looks like we were down around, say, Central America, and that was hitting in DC. So whatever that is, that's about the distance, right? So we probably shouldn't be able to see that stupid thing. But when it goes off in the middle of a dialogue. We lose the radio. If you're paying attention, there were what I'm going to refer to as space music, space sound effects. There was a audio, there was a soundscape going on, which is very normal when it comes to showing that kind of a scene. You've probably heard it before if you've seen any movie set in space before. I don't mean like Star Trek. I mean like astronauts or NASA or whatever, right? And then 1,800 miles. There we go. There's our distance. Thank you. And we see that. Whoosh. All that soundscape goes away. Just like that. And then all we hear is the astronaut who is suddenly freaking the hell out, as anybody would in that circumstance. That astronaut is probably having a legitimate panic attack at the sight of what they absolutely know is a nuke going off over DC. Then the wave hits, and they're dead. Yeah, ironically, the astronaut probably knows better than anybody else just how screwed they are in that circumstance. Then we get to this nonsense. This is where the Hollywood thing once again comes into play, because a lot of the stuff that's happening here is because Hollywood. All the nitty-gritty, people for years and years, ever since this game has come out, have gone down the list and written out all the many things that would not happen in this particular mission we're about to do. Because of physics, or because of reality, or because of tech, or because of whatever. But it's still a really, really good mission. You see the problem I'm in here, right? By the way, very minor detail. We've actually had access to a radar the whole game. I've shown it off a couple of times. You notice we don't right now.
You going out there? Are you nuts?
Now, I talk so much about sound design in this game. Listen.
It's over. Come on. We still have a war.
In fact, I'm going to shut up for a bit. Just listen.
What the hell happened here?
Oh man, it's quiet. Is your red dot working? Mine's out.
Mine's down too. This is weird, bro.
Looks like optics are down.
Wow.
Comms
Check it
too.
out, man.
There's not even a street light for blocks. Ah, damn it.
Then the storm comes in.
All right. We gotta regroup with whoever's left out there. Corporal Dunn, take point. The proper response is Texas, soldier. What do you got?
Notice they already have countersigns set up in place, probably before this entire operation even started. As they should.
Colonel Marshall's assembling a task force at Whiskey Hotel. You guys need to keep heading north. So where are you going then?
Tell everyone else. Get to Whiskey Hotel. Go!
I hate to keep gushing about the professionalism, but I love that the local military, these are Rangers, remind you, so this isn't just grunts or whatever, are already on the ball with this. They're already on top of it. They've already got a runner coordinating, rushing out, coordinating with people, get to this location, Whiskey Hotel, as quickly as possible.
Heard the man. Let's go.
Yeah, this is in the local National Guard. These are some high-level people.
You're up.
Relatively speaking. Small detail. Our hands are still scarred. You see that under the gun?
Copy that.
I don't think that was in the original. Come in from the storm. Soundscape changes again.
Star!
Contact!
This is honestly one of the more dangerous and difficult missions in the entire game, in my opinion. Right up there with the Brazil missions. Most of the tools you're used to having are not here. The friendly AI is not as good as it usually is. And you're in an urban environment with low and bad visual, bad lighting. Little hard to see what you're doing and how you're doing it. And they are entrenched in here. Yeah, Whiskey Hotel, for those of you not familiar, refers to the White House. For those of you who don't live here in the States, for example. Yeah, whoa, I didn't even see what got me there. A grenade. I didn't even see the indicator. Oh well. Okay, all the way back here, all the way back here. Yeah, the whole point of this endeavor was to completely reset the board. And, lo and behold, that's kind of exactly what happened. Now, whether Price was right or not, it's a little more debatable. But the truth is, he gambled, and it did work. It completely reset the board, completely removed Russian air superiority. God, did it cause a mess. He probably killed a lot of people with that, too. Oh, nobody was on ICU in the nearby. There's a melee. Was on ICU nearby. I'm not even talking about, like, cost in terms of damages. I was just thinking of lives.
Contact in the center cubicles!
I have a target.
Good. Straight old. Old standby.
Would you cover me?
Got eyes on target.
God damn it. Well, there's so many grenades. That's another thing. The EMP was clearly hitting all the way down to Florida, which I don't actually know how much of a range that kind of an EMP would have. Although that could have just been hitting the primary distribution grid in, I think it's in Jersey? I'm trying to remember. We actually, it came up recently in real life history that there was a problem with that pipeline. Point being, it doesn't have to, to use a bad analogy, it doesn't have to knock out a city, it just has to knock off the grid of a city. Because we tend to centralize power distribution here in the States.
Cover me.
But again, I'm not sure the physics, and frankly, I'm not sure the writers of this game are either.
Center of the room!
Yeah, that's the other thing. It's actually easier to protect against EMP than you'd think, at least in some circumstance. But that's a whole other thing. Let's just leave that at the door.
Room clear. Let's go.
So hang on. Interesting, Jay Palmer.
There's the Eisenhower building. Whiskey Hotel's on the other side.
Oh, man, we gotta go out there.
Done. Check the vitals. We'll cover you.
Oh, he's a gunner.
Keep quiet. Got a visual on 3 tangos.
Stay low. Move into position.
Clear shot.
There's someone stuck in the vehicle.
Move on.
Now they're just stuck in the vehicle.
What about him?
What about those guys inside? What about them?
Clear.
That's also probably ridiculous. I don't know about Russian hardware, but here in the States, there's usually a manual hatch.
I don't know what's worse, man. Dodging falling helicopters or freezing my ass in this monsoon.
Quiet. I think I see something. Hold your fire.
Are they friendly?
I don't know.
Star!
Cover me.
Star!
Say Texas.
Contact!
If there's one thing, and we talked about this in Modern Warfare 1 as well, these games, and I love them to death, are nevertheless very, very Tom Clancy. Most of the heroes, is what I'm going to call that, not the Americans think, that's one distinction, but most of the heroes are like really heroic, legitimately decent people, despite being in the military, which very Tom Clancy. And most of the villains are puppy eaters, like Evo over there, for example. I actually am okay with that within reason. I actually have nothing wrong with someone being legitimately good. But you'll notice that a lot of effort is put into making them look horrific and us look heroic. That happens semi-frequently. Like, for example, going out of our way to actually give someone who is probably an enemy more than enough time to give a proper call sign, just to make sure that we're not shooting the wrong person. There's also the many missions which are don't hit civilians, don't hit friendlies.
Watch for movement.
Which, I mean... yeah.
Move up.
In summary, we're the good guys. They're the bad guys.
Feet dry.
Who,
Cut the chatter. Ramirez, take point.
I mean, I'm back here, but okay. This McCord there apparently wants to... Cord, what are you doing in this game? So,
Whoa, check out the seal on this door. I thought the president's bunker was under the west wing.
No, that's just for tourists. This must be the real thing. Open it up.
Real or not, man, this place is history. Hope they got out in time.
the next mission is called Whiskey Hotel. And I don't know how to properly explain it, but this, I talked about this during the lore run and during the rumination. This mission really gets to me, and I don't really have a good way to explain why. Hey, get my guns. I have been to DC in real life, but...
Get to Whiskey Hotel! Oh!
Sounds like the party's already started.
Roger that. Stay frosty.
I mean, there's something in this mission I've quoted ever since I first heard it. You probably heard me say it recently, on the Subnautica highlight reel, for example.
Sir, what's the situation here?
You're looking at the high ground, Sergeant! There's still power in the White House! That means we still have a way to talk to Central Command! If we can retake it! Now get your squad moving up the left flank! Go!
That's right. Hammer down. Hammer down is in effect. I repeat, hammer down is in effect. Oh, Jesus. Red dot is still missing, yeah. See who's shooting me. Music finally comes back, by the way. We've had no music ever since The Second Son. Hey, who's shooting me? I don't know! It's dark and wet. And I don't have any optics. Still.
Hold out those machine guns!
I mean, the White House being on fire doesn't bother me as much as it probably should. City, that bothers me a bit more. Not to be morbid, but think about corpse detail after this. There's a lot of bodies around here. You hear that?
Gun, get the door!
Sarge, are you reading this?
That's where we gotta go! Now get the door!
Roger that.
We gotta get to the roof and stop them. We got less than 2 minutes. Let's go.
Here's a random question for you. Do you think the the ultranationalists knew that what was about to happen and were just holding the line because screw it? Or do you think they didn't know at all and are holding the line because they don't know what's happening?
90 seconds. We gotta push through.
Because both are kind of horrifying, just for very different reasons. Good, nice gun. Jesus. SMG, but man, that unload. No time for this.
1 minute. Go, go, go. Cover me.
Let's
30
go!
seconds! We gotta get to the roof now! Go, go! Get to the roof! Move! Use your flares!
Gotta admit, that's a sight.
Detected at Whiskey Hotel. Aboard, aboard. We got a countersign. Abort mission. Aborting weapons release. Rolling out.
So, when we going to Moscow?
Still the most terrifying line of the whole game.
I know we're gonna burn it down when we get there.
When the time's right, Corporal. When the time is right.
Another example of very Hollywood. But man, I love that moment.
It's been a tough week, gentlemen. We've lost more than we ever dreamed. But we will recover.
Who cares, classic game lover? Exactly,
I've got
Seth.
a blank check, and we're going to use every cent of it killing Makarov.
I don't think he's worth that much, sir.
The world may say we are not savages. We don't kill civilians. We use precision. There's an evil man hiding in these shadows, and we're going to bring him into the light. Once his face is revealed, we will write history, gentlemen.
As the victors.
These are the last safe havens left on Earth for Makarov and his men.
Sounds like we gotta be in two places at once.
Impossible?
Not for the 141.
50-50 chance to take out Makarov, eh? Captain Price, request permission to take the safe house with Roach.
Granted. Soap and I will take the boneyard in Afghanistan.
Very well. We will cut off all avenues of escape. This ends now.
Strange. Could have sworn we ended this war yesterday.
I mean, we all know how canon Modern Warfare 3 is. Okay, hold. I actually don't remember right now who we saved back in Burger Town. I remember looking it up for the Capital LR run, but I don't remember who it actually was right now. It vanished from me, apparently. Anyways. Yeah, I know Raptor, because we just talked that, but I don't know who Raptor is. I kept calling him guy in a suit, remember? Because I don't remember. A Modern Warfare 3 rewrite. Oh, that would be more challenging than you'd think. The world is a colossal mess at the end of Modern Warfare 2. And, spoilers, Modern Warfare 2 ends on a huge cliffhanger. Like, it's very big. To be continued in all caps. And, for all intents and purposes, it never was. Did I not? I did not. Ah, gotcha, Jay Palmer. See, I remember looking it up for the Capital LR run. I just didn't remember this. Anyways.
Engage Makarov on site.
Roger that. Solid copy.
Let's go.
It's to show where we're at in the VOD and how long we've been streaming Classic Game Lover. It was useful for the stream highlights and may indeed be useful for that in the future, too. So if you see a highlight of a moment at 3 hours and 13 minutes, you can go and immediately jump to that part of the VOD and see what was going on there. Oh, Jesus! Okay, that's a thing that happened. Well,
You got this area pre-sighted from order fire! Keep coming! Counter-attack into the smoke! Push, push, push!
yeah, bouncing Bettys, or their less kind word, which I'm not going to say right here, but they probably deserve it. Yeah, this charge is actually mean. Holding that line up there, God, I died there so many times on Veteran. Just non-stop death, honestly. It is so easy to die in this mission. What's funny is I would say this is, I think at this point, the third hardest mission in the game. Yeah, I know, I know there's a bunch of them. Good God. Yeah, this is mean, this stage. Like, so I'm just gonna give this away. You have to defend that house. And you think, oh, it's a nice defensible location. The enemy attacks you from everywhere, and they absolutely have superiority. I had to get really good with placement and movement, and I did the mission over and over to the point where I knew where what was what. Where what was, very much just completely by memory, to be able to just immediately react to stuff. Holy crap. Oh, okay, hang on. And co-op, hell yeah. Are we in Georgia? I actually don't remember. They showed it earlier. They showed the map. A little less aggressive this time.
Ghost, target at 5 o'clock. I've got eyes on.
Do this. This. Pause for a second. That guy.
Target acquired. Got him. Ozone.
You get a lot of tools to play with.
Roger, I have a target.
So that's fun.
Ozone, make sure no one leaves for the kitchen. Roger that. Scarecrow, give me a sit rep. No one's leaving to the front of the basement. Office clear. Let's go, let's go!
Oh yeah, I wasn't even talking about the last part of the mission. So that's 3 parts of this mission, all 3 of which it's easy to die on. Cool.
Ghost. Top floor clear! Roger that, top floor clear! Roach, go with Scarecrow and check the base.
There actually are good checkpoints. Oh, speaking of which, I should jot that down. There's decent checkpoint designs in this one.
Clear, go!
Death to books! Can I just take, you know, no? Okay. Not yet, apparently. You know what? Yeah. The M240. This is an old friend. But we'll use you for this. So, pick your poison. You're kind of spoiled for choice. No, really. In fact, I'm going to pick the AA-12 because I love the sound of this gun. No other reason. I just love the sound of it. Here, listen. slow-mo, but still. Listen to it.
Basement clear! Copy, basement clear. All clear. Squad, regroup on me.
I don't know if it's literally every gun in the game, but it's nigh unto.
Roger that.
Shepard, this is Ghost. No sign of Makarov. I repeat, no sign of Makarov. Captain Price, any luck in Afghanistan?
Plenty. At least 50 hide guns here, but no sign of Makarov. Perhaps our intel was off.
Well, the quality of the intel's about to change. This safe house is a bloody gold mine.
Copy that. Ghost, have your team collect everything you can for an operations playbook. Names, contacts, places, everything.
We're already on it, sir. Makarov will have nowhere to run.
That's the idea. I'm bringing up an extraction force ETA in 5 minutes. Get that intel. Shepard out.
Roach, get on Makarov's computer and start the transfer. Ozone, you're on rear security. I've got the front. Go.
How long do you think this 5 minutes is going to take us?
Task Force, this is Price. More of Makarov's men just arrived at the boneyard. So, cover me. I'm gonna stop that guy over there and use his radio to tap into their comms. We're going silent for a few minutes. Good luck up there in Russia. Price out.
Roach, there's an armory in the basement. Better stock up while you
There's
can.
the airplane route.
Makarov's men are going to do whatever it takes to keep us from leaving with this intel. We need to protect the DSN until the transfer's done. Use the weapons caches and set up your claymores if you've got any left. Defensive positions, let's go.
I don't even have any. I do have claymores.
What the hell was that? Be advised, you have a large concentration of hostiles moving in from the southeast.
Do this.
They just breached the perimeter. I'll try to thin them out before they get too close. Recommend you switch to scope weapons. Over. Roger that. Everyone cover the field to the southeast. Move! Dropped him. I got eyes on. Here they come. They're in the field to the southeast. RPG team approaching from the west. Solid copy. RPG team approaching from the west. He's down.
Oh shoot, I'm on the wrong. Shoot. Okay. Over here, over here, over here. There we go. This is what I want. I want this. 10 apparently, Loner. Get this for a moment. This. Come on, hurry. Then.
Tango down.
У нас слишком много раненых. Придется отступить.
I'm hit!
Ozone, no! Jesus. Not starting off well. No, Magister. These are the extremists amongst the ultranationalists who work... Let's ignore 3 for just a second. These are the extremists amongst the ultranationalists. And they're the ones who did the terrorist attack earlier to wipe out...
Enemy helos approaching from the northwest and southeast. Enemy choppers in 15 seconds.
Jesus Christ.
Roger that. 15 seconds.
To wipe out an airport of their own civilians in order to frame the United States, in order to give the more legitimate ultranationalist government a casus belli to invade. Now, our current head of the military, for all intents and purposes, the CNC, that is to say General Shepard, is blaming the entire American and, I changed my mind on guns, American-Russian war on that one guy and his people. So the entire strategy here is take out Makarov no matter what, which of course is stupid.
Contact! Fire off!
He's down.
But I mean, you know, you can only expect so much from games, right? But yeah, Makarov is kind of the leader of the separatists here. Although even that's not quite fair.
Enemy choppers coming in from the northwest.
Like, imagine Saw Gerrera, except evil. Or, let me walk that back. Except on the side of the separatists. kind of got what's going on here with Makarov.
I don't have
This is bad. Okay. That's also bad. Hello. That's bad. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Yep. That's a good question, Ben Lamont. We should just nuke the entire planet. Let's just do it. Scarecrow, could you get out of my way, please? Thanks. That's great. That's exactly what I wanted to have. You know what? I'm just gonna suck on a grenade here real quick. It didn't even kill me! Kill me! I need to get Scarecrow back to life. Kill me! Kill me! Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's not kill Scarecrow this time.
Claymores on the driveway and pull back to the house.
Yeah, I've got those too. Neat, huh?
Ghost!
God damn it. Right. Wasted ammo. Thought I needed it.
Can't get a shot! He's out of my line of sight!
I love this gun. I just listened to it too.
Roger, I see him!
At some point. There we go.
Dropped him.
Really like those flashbangs, don't they? I probably don't even have a cornea at this point.
Roach, the transfer's complete. I'll cover the main approach while you get the DSM. Move!
So now the really hard part. I'm probably gonna die. I just did that with only, what was that, 2 deaths? I'm actually impressed with that. This, I might die more than 2 times on.
We're on our way to the LZ. Roach, let's go!
Depends on your objective, Tim. Best is, as always, defined by your qualifiers. Not by your qualities. So, fun. Don't mind me if I do. Just gonna run. Don't mind me. You'll notice I specifically brought a high magazine LMG for this run. So I won't have to worry about reloading. Rolling it downhill, rolling it downhill, rolling it downhill. I think we hit the checkpoint. We're okay. How many of you like Ghost as a character?
Roger that. Roger that, cleared hot.
I do actually like Ghost. I think Gaz is better. Insert joke here. But I'm gonna shut up now.
Over. Roger. Get him hard on that hill. Make sure they're down.
Come on!
Roger, I'm on.
Get up!
Coming around, heading
Get up, get up!
250.
We're almost there!
Roger, I got him lined up. Gold Eagle's on the ground. Watch your snipers on thermal. Over.
Shepard.
We've got it, sir!
Good. That's one less loose end.
No!
Area is sanitized. All targets destroyed. Solid copy. No movement detected. 2-6 going into holding pattern.
And number 2. That actually did surprise me the first time I saw Letario.
Roach! Ghost! Come in, Ghost! You copy? Does anyone copy?
They're dead, so. Shepard's cleaning house. I'm working my way back to you.
Shepard betrayed us.
Have to trust someone to be betrayed. I never did. Nikolai, come in. Do you have our location?
Da.
Actually 3.
But I am not the only one. You've got Shepard's men on one side, Makarov's on the other.
We'll have to take them all out then.
Or let them take each other out. Either way, I'll see you on the other side, my friend.
Yeah, when Evo inevitably betrays me, it's not going to really get to me because I don't trust her to begin with, right? Like, it's not a betrayal at that point. So yeah, that's the first time we really see Shadow Company is when they're killing us in the previous mission. So this mission in the original can be very random. I don't know how this is going to be in this one. I don't know if they've tinkered with the AI at all. Because they can just do whatever the hell they want to. There are 2 factions out there, and they are very hostile to each other. Oh, and also you. This can go all kinds of ways. I've played this game a lot, and yeah, I've seen this mission go swimmingly. I've seen both sides just kind of dogpile. You know, it's whatever. Yeah, this mission can be mean. Did I already do that? I did not. Oh, Jesus Christ, Plutonia. How? Let's see how we do.
Shepard's trying to wipe out House and Makarov at the same time. Head for Rally Point Bravo to
So, essentially, the weird thing about this mission that's almost cathartic is in basically every single mission you've done up to this point, including the very first missions, there's been friendlies and allies that you're supposed to not shoot or not engage, either in terms of civilians or in terms of people who are actually on your side or whatever, right? There are no friendlies on this mission.
Okay, Captain Price, I'm on the way. Try to get the situation under control before I get there, okay? Right.
See round 2.
Just get here, sharpish. So, let Makarov and Shepard's men kill each other off as much as you can. We can use their comms to listen in on their radio traffic. I'm going to try and contact Makarov. Makarov, this is Price.
Damn it. Almost. Yeah, this is FFA DMA.
Get here, sharpish.
However that's used to go.
Kill each other off as much as you can. We can use their comms to listen in on their radio traffic. I'm going to try and contact Makarov.
I do not believe they spawn infinitely now.
Makarov, this is Price. Shepard's a war hero now. He's got your operations playbook and he's got a blank check. Give me what you got, Shepard, and I'll take care of the rest. I know you can hear me on this channel, Makarov. You and I both know you won't last a week.
Unless Modern Warfare 3 comes out.
Makarov, you ever hear the old saying, the enemy of my enemy is my friend?
Price, one day you're going to find that cuts both ways. Shepard is using Site Hotel Bravo. I'll see you there.
Looking forward to it. Give my regards to Zakhaev if you get there first. Right, I am approaching the boneyard. I see you do not have situation under control.
Love you, Nikolai.
It looks like when I was in Afghanistan with the Soviets. So, I'm gonna get some transport. Make your way west towards the runway.
Yeah, Modern Warfare 3 retconned this. Damn it. Oh, come on! Modern Warfare 3 retconned this, that this was Makarov behind this all along, that this was always a feint to send us after Shepard. This was his way of cleaning up Shepard. Which, I mean, bull crap. But, you know.
I'm gonna get some trouble. Make your way towards the runway.
It's a little bit differently. Little bit differently. Oh god, we're gonna get stuck on the terrain. That's an old standby. Gotta love getting stuck on the terrain. Yeah, seriously. Bull crap. Yeah, this is also like Makarov's expendable units, apparently. Instead of, you know, the last of his forces.
Take out that gunner!
Maybe, but I'd probably put it like at the very beginning, like make that the intro instead, Jay Palmer.
Behind us!
Working on it. Oh, this seems familiar.
Right side! Right side!
Jesus.
Hold on!
Honestly, the jailer, but that might just... Well, no. No, Makarov is actually worse. I just dislike the jailer more. Because a little bit more large scale, and it's a franchise I'm more fond of, you know? Working on it.
So, rookie's down! Take the wheel! Aim!
Oh yeah, this. Thanks, Nikolai! Appreciate you. But no, objectively speaking, Makarov is worse. There's a reason Space Wizard Makarov became a thing. I'm gonna shut up.
We got one good UMP. They've got 1,000. We don't even know if Makarov's intel's any good. Price? Price?
The healthy human mind doesn't wake up in the morning thinking this is its last day on Earth. But I think that's a luxury, not a curse. To know you're close to the end is a kind of freedom. Good time to take inventory. Outgunned, outnumbered, out of our minds on a suicide mission. But the sand and rocks here, stained with thousands of years of warfare, they will remember us for this. Because out of all our vast array of nightmares, this is the one we choose for ourselves. We go forward like a breath exhaled from the earth, with vigor in our hearts and one goal in sight. We will kill him.
I'll wait for you at the exfil point. 3 hours. Don't bother. This was a one-way flight, mate. Then good luck, my friend. Slava Boga.
Peace, Nikolai. I love that intro. I love that speech. I talked about this during the lore run. Part of what I like about that intro is it's ultimately a culmination of the theme of Modern Warfare 1 and 2. Hear me out, because this is going to sound strange. At no point is this being approached like, if we kill Shepard, we win. None of that's here. None of that attitude is present. This isn't beat the final boss and the base explodes. This isn't topple one leader and peace will follow. This is just for revenge. We have decided that for all Shepard has done, he needs to die, and therefore this is the last act we will take. And I love that acknowledgement, that honesty, that earnestness of it. And again, it boils down to everything this whole franchise has been about. This is not about good or right or justice or anything. This is just about killing Shepard, to ensure that one horrifically evil man does not live to profit from his actions. Nothing more.
Soap, I'm picking up a thermal spike up ahead. The gate must be somewhere over the edge. Hold up. Enemy patrol. Hold your fire. Looks like Makarov's intel was solid. This is it. Good. They're splitting up. Let them separate.
Well, now our enemy is Shadow Company.
Better be worth the price we paid.
Go ahead, Alpha.
Riverbed, I'll clear up.
I should mention this is a little bit of a build-up for the Spec Ops missions where you fight these people, Shadow Company, a lot more. And goddamn, they suck to fight. They have the best AI of the various AI scripts they have. They coordinate very well. They have the best gear and the best toys. They suck. Yeah, this is a straight-up PMC for all intents and purposes. It's just, no, actually, I'm going to walk that back. It's worse than a PMC. This is a privatized PMC. Privateers is a really good example of that, yeah.
Bravo.
So I take it back. You're right, Ben Walmart.
Right now, over.
Oh, frickin' juggernauts.
We're starting our patrol east along the canyon, north side access road, over.
Focus on the group on the right, directly beneath us. Let's take them out first. I'll take the two on the left. On my mark. 3, 2, 1.
Goddamn. Sorry.
Neutralized. I count 5 tangos down. Alright, we've got to take out the other group before they come back. Move.
Yeah, weg.
Quickly, let's move up and take the others.
This is the final mission, Uncle Magnus. It's technically 2 missions because it's a long one.
Take the shot.
But
we don't have much time before they find the bodies. Let's keep moving. Here we go. Hook up here.
Disciple 4, Oxide, what's your status, over? Disciple 4, Oxide, do you copy, over?
Go.
Hey, I'm not getting anything from Disciple 4 at the North Ridge Road. Could be a bad transmitter.
Got 2 tangos down below. Let's go.
I've always thought it's partially because of the fact they wanted to focus so much on the characters, Uthor, rather than the zoomed out perspective, you know.
Patrol coming our way. Go left, quickly. Let them pass.
Butcher 7, Oxide. We've lost contact with Disciple 5. Probably just the sandstorm that's rolling in or a bad transmitter. Send a team to check it out. Over.
Roger that, Oxide. I'll send Vincent and Lambert. Butcher 7 out.
Take out the guard having a smoke, or wait for him to move along. Good night. Let's go. Easy now.
A lot of people in here.
2 tangos in this corridor. Hold your fire and stay to the left.
Disciple 5, Oxide. Give me a sit rep, over.
Soap, we've got 2 tangos with tack lights coming down the stairs under that red light dead ahead. I'll take the one on the right. On my mark. 3, 2, 1. Mark. Clear. Go.
Disciple 6, we've lost all contact with Disciple 5. Check it out, over.
Top of the staircase. He's mine.
Roger that, Oxide. We're on the catwalk heading to the steam room. Stand by.
And I think the score agrees with you. Uthor. For once. I think that's illegal, actually.
Disciple 6, go dark. Breaching clear.
Here we go.
Yeah, they officially know we're here.
Ready to breach.
So before we go loud, I'm going to go ahead and chop off the guessing game basically right now. So go ahead and get your guesses in if you haven't. In order to accommodate, I will update the HUD so you have a little bit more clear picture of what you're looking at. There we go. That's where we're at right now. Come on, breach.
Hit it. Breaching. Move in. Foxtrot element, sweep left. Search pattern Echo Charlie. Go. Door area clear. Check your corners. Go loud. Open fire.
Okay. I was going to try to sneak, but, you know, okay. The flavors, yeah.
Stay frosty. Hunt him down. Man down. They're Oscar Mike. Stay at the vent. Kicking in. Unsteady downrange.
Really got turned around there.
Cover me.
A little bit of covering fire.
Disciple 9, your rear guard just flatlined. Not possible. We just cleared that area. Nobody's that good, Oxide. It's Price. Grab a riot shield. We'll need cover out here. Oxide, Avatar 1. We have unauthorized personnel on the catwalk. I repeat, we have unauthorized personnel on the catwalk. You getting this? Take point with the riot shield. I'll take care of it. I killed one.
Got it.
Stay in from me. Stay low with that shield so I can get for the shot. We're clear. Move in. Butcher 1-5. Rendezvous at the nest and prepare to escort Gold Eagle to the LZ.
God.
Gold Eagle must be Shepard. We're running out of time. Let's go.
There's an upcoming section that on Vet I had to do a lot. I'm curious if anybody else had a similar problem. We're not there just yet.
Let's go. Stay on the offensive.
Well, it probably helps that Modern Warfare 2 has a generally tighter plot, too. Like, there's actual foreshadowing build-up, Babylon 5 effect, establishment, background elements. I mean, let's call this what it is. This is the prototype for Titanfall 2.
Butcher 2, roving into sector Papa, Quebec. Grenade, move! Man down.
They're using thermal through the smoke.
Got a
They're
football
digging
lead,
in.
Oscar
Shepard
Mike.
must be close. We have to break through.
Alpha team, fall back to rally point Chester.
I'll draw that fire through the smoke. What's the flanking route?
We got a man down!
No, we're still not there.
Switching to thermal. Keep an eye on our flank.
Notice.
Mobile, Oscar Mike.
Apparently I don't.
Man down!
He isn't using that knee anyways.
Around the flank. These guys are predictable.
I like how they're mocking us while we're just killing them by the dozens.
Got a man down! I've got eyes on target. Engaging full auto. We got a man down. Oxide, Butcher 5 actual. I got a severed dead cord. We're gonna need 10 mics to get the trunk rigged and the EBC primed. Over. Negative. Gold Eagle wants those charges hot in less than 3 mics. Get it done. Out.
They've sealed the control room. Get a frame charge on the door.
Okay. I will do exactly that.
Weapons free. Charlie Team.
No civilians this time. There are a couple things I don't want to shoot. I wonder how Shadow Company managed to be so loyal to Shepard. I mean, look at this.
The site has been compromised. I'm executing Directive 116 Bravo. If you're still inside, your service will be honored.
Override the door controls. Use the keyboard. Override the door controls. Hurry!
Working on it, working on it. Jesus.
Keep moving! This place is gonna blow!
In Shepard's defense, he does recognize the level of threat he's in here.
Excalibur, this is Gold Eagle. Fire mission. Target package Romeo. Danger close. That's within 100 meters of your position, sir. That's not a suggestion. Send it. Roger. Fire mission. Danger close.
So, incoming! Get down! Get down! Since when does Shepard care about danger close?
This section is where I died a lot, right here. Crawl through an irritating mess of crap. Lots of fire and distraction, and enemies that can come at you from a lot of different angles.
Storm activity is picking up here. It's too risky for flight ops. Understood. Head for the tunnel. We'll take the Zodiacs. Yes, sir. We got a man down. I got moving.
This bit is the bit I remember. Oh god. I remember being stuck here for a while. I don't remember how long. A while. Thankfully, the hold up and fight solution can work. Unless you're on veteran, in which case they love to use grenades. They're good at it too. Oh yeah, cars can kill you too. Because of course they can. Just like in real life. Cars the movie, obviously. If you watch Cars, you die 7 days later. Oh yeah, there's also barrels.
Man down. Frag out.
I mean, not much has changed, really, Triaxia. Let's be honest with ourselves. Iron Man walks out of the game. No! Oh, God.
Shepard mentioned Zodiacs. There must be river access nearby. Let's go.
Round 2. Oh, I'd be a tank. You kidding me, Umbral Magus? Or an aircraft carrier.
This is for the record. History is written by the victor. History is filled with liars. If he lives and we die, his truth becomes written and ours is lost. Shepard will be a hero because all you need to change the world is one good lie and a river of blood. He's about to complete the greatest trick a liar ever played on history. His truth will be the truth, but only if he lives and we die.
Just around the corner, come on! So, get on the boat!
So, this can be a lot meaner than it looks. This is probably the meanest vehicle section in the entire game, right here. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said that. This is not probably. This is definitely the meanest vehicle section in the entire game. If we're to count how many times we die, it's probably going to be more than 0. If you're wondering, yes, if you fall too far behind, you do lose him and you do fail. There's also other problems. As you might be seeing.
Give me a sit rep, over. I have Warhorse 5-1 standing by. Dave goes downriver, sir.
Copy that. Warhorse 5-1. Be advised, we're coming in hot.
Roger, dropping the hatch. Keep it above 30 knots and watch the vertical clearance. Crew, Gold Eagle is on board. We're out.
Hold it steady!
Crew, we got a sandstorm at 12 o'clock.
Steady!
We're taking a long way around. Hang on.
Steady!
Nice shot.
Back up! Back up!
That's not happening, Bryce. Now, Shepard has had a lot of characterization in this game. Really. Yeah, by the way, no deaths. I'm actually really happy about that. Shepard's had a lot of characterization in this game. It's just most of it is only really visible the second time through. Those big speeches he gives towards the early part of the game, none of that is... You look at that and you think it's just typical, this is a war game narration. It's not. It's actually Shepard speaking to his philosophy, speaking about how he thinks and defining him as a person and his motives. Let me tell you something that I don't want to talk about because it is controversial. We're going to lift the polemic flag for one little peek. Okay, you ready for this? The reason this is still polemic is because this still happens today. This is still a current issue. I've heard it called a lot of different things. The Tyranny's textbook, for example, or the Tyrant's textbook might actually be a better way to phrase that. And Mr. Red's dead. The thing is, the way it works is you have to set up a couple of specific things. You have to make yourself seem strong. What that is depends on the culture, on the location, on what level of power you're going for. But you need to make yourself seem strong. You need to mock and belittle the people who are not you. And then there's something very important you have to do. You have to identify the other. Whoever the other is, you vilify them. You scapegoat them. You prey on people's already built-in dislike or outright hatred of the other. Doesn't matter what they are. Literally does not matter. Because all that matters is that they are the current target. Now, if you're paying attention, Imram Zakhaev in the first game did that one-to-one. He identified an other and built up the ultranationalist faction around him based on fighting that other. Foreigners, other nations, Americans, interferers, yada, yada, yada. All the while building up a nuclear arsenal and constantly trying to interfere with both American affairs and other nations' affairs. Because, of course, there has to be some bullcrap in all this, right? So, Zakhaev played by the rulebook. And so does Shepard. Shepard has built an other. He has designed and constructed this entire scenario within reason, specifically so that he can become, effectively, a tyrant. He's not going to take over the United States. It doesn't work that way. But he has been playing the book to the letter this entire time.
We can't let Shepard escape!
Yep, in this case, vilifying the Russians, vilifying Makarov, vilifying us. I just want you to keep all that in mind when he gives his speech here in probably about a minute. Sorry about this. I mean, he has the personal ear of the Secretary of Defense and a blank check. I love this bit. He's got the gun, he points it, runs dry. What's his end game? Ask me again in 30 seconds. Ow.
5 years ago, I lost 30,000 men in the blink of an eye. And the world just fucking watched. Tomorrow, there will be no shortage of volunteers, no shortage of patriots. I know you understand.
Remember how this game started? Right click, left click, right click, left click. That's it. 3 dead men in the desert. At least that's how I thought it was going to end. It would make sense, wouldn't it? Honestly, that's kind of my canon ending, since we have to eject Modern Warfare 3 from this nonsense. Or rather, Modern Warfare 3's nonsense from this. So here's the thing. We're done. We're dead.
So...
Ignore the fact that we just killed ourselves to do this. We're bleeding out right now. But...
it'll hold for now. Come on, get up.
Nikolai really is a bro.
I thought I told you this was a one-way trip. Looks like it still is. They'll be looking for us, you know.
Nikolai, we've got to get Soap out of here.
Nah. I know a place.
The end, for real. And for years, I stared at that in disbelief. I replayed this game so many frickin' times. Of course it was a Russian. You think Russians are bad? That was never the game's point. Didn't always do it well. Shepard is an American general, yes. Actually, yes, Jay Palmer. Yeah, we'll do museum. Why not? We got a little time. Museum's mean. Like, it's easy to die here. We're not doing it on veteran. God, I'm not insane. I don't have that kind of time. But yeah, Shepard's goal was the Tyrant's Playbook. Whatever you want to call it. He wanted a situation in which he would, for the foreseeable future, have recruits and national outrage on his side. He would have defined an other, and probably ignited a world war. You know, there probably were, Plutonia. You know how stupid people can be. Can I alt-tab without freezing it? I can. Cool. Why, though? Yes, it was all for the lulz. How did you know? He was, in fact, referring to the nuke from the first game. A lot of people quoted it when we saw that scene Friday. 5 years ago, I lost 30,000 people in a blink of an eye, and the world just watched. It's true. That's the messed up part.
Look out, RPG!
Yeah, I can see the solidest thing. Of course, there's no Patriots here. It is arguable that Shepard is not sane at this point. That's an easy thing to consider. 30,000 troops. Sounds like a statistic, but I want you to think about how much that means, especially in a deployed force. That's... Oh yeah, we need to give a plus for music while we're here. He probably knew several of those men personally. No question. No question. Shepard, for much of a scheming bastard as he is here, is actually a very personable leader. It's weird. Well, you tell me, Warp Core. Yeah, 30,000 people. Again, to really put that into perspective, I want you to think about that number and try to imagine that most of those people have a family. And then think about how many lives are affected directly by that nuke. Then start thinking about how many lives are affected indirectly by their lives and so forth and so on. That's a big domino. Yeah, I wasn't even going to mention support personnel. I don't even know if he's talking about support personnel. Yeah, I've got a job for you, everyone in chat. I want you to write a condolence letter for 30,000 soldiers to give to 30,000 families. I'll need that by next Tuesday. Joke if you want. That's... it's a thing. Probably my favorite overall song in the game. I know it's like the main theme, but whatever. Forgive me, I don't mean to sound like I'm sympathizing with someone like Shepard, who is a very evil man. But I am absolutely sympathizing with Shepard, who is a very evil man. Doesn't make him not evil. We've talked about this before. Adding layers, adding depth, adding sympathy to a villain does not prevent them from being a villain. So many people don't understand that. It doesn't remove their villainy. It adds character. I do feel bad for Shepard. I wouldn't be surprised if he was legitimately insane, like his brain broke as a consequence. I don't even know what my brain would be like after dealing with that, and thankfully, I will never have to deal with that. I'm going to finish auditing really quick. Unfortunately, we know very little about Shepard before. So who knows? Maybe he was always diseased. Secretly, he actually... So Huthor is actually just a young General Shepard. That's what it is. Yeah, Garrosh. Garrosh Hellscream is another good example of that. A character I despise for how much I love him. Garrosh is going to be a net positive on the character axis when we review WoW. He is. Let's just get that out of the way. Oh yeah, and can I just say really quick? No hesitation about rebuying this game for the remaster. I mean, I love Modern Warfare 2. I have absolutely no problem rebuying this game if it's a decent remaster, and this is a decent remaster. Will Garrosh get negatives? Well, there is Stone Talon Peak. So, yes. And there's Shadowlands. So, yes, again. Good question, Space Cadet. Honestly, probably not. We'll find out in a minute, Jay Palmer. Sorry, I should just ignore chat. It's slowing me down and I'm doing this audit. I need to get this stuff in. So we're there. 2 moments. 2 moments. Sorry, no offense. It's just, every time I read chat while doing the audit, it slows me down. I could get this done in like 2 minutes. But I always insist on reading chat because I'm a dummy. Dummy mode engaged. Okay. And over here. Jesus, I don't know where I was. Okay, so we've got AI. Here's my question to you before we go forward. Do you think this game will score better than Modern Warfare 1 Remake? Ooh, R. Any guesses? I think it will too. And I liked Modern Warfare 1 Remake, like a lot, actually. I don't know what it scored. Could someone look that up, please? I'm actually curious. I'll look it up in a minute, because I'm going to be comparing the genre sheet, of course. Sweet, Fife! You should do that immediately. Yeah, we're doing the audit right now, Ventures. Then we're going to poke at a couple things in the menu. Then we'll see. So we're down to... Where was I? 145. That's a really good score. Anybody who knows my system knows that is a damn good score. Oh yeah, by the way, replayability. Yeah. Duh. Of course this game gets replayability. Well, I believe they're on the list, Classic Game Lover, but I don't know if they're on... I mean, I don't know how funded they are. Yeah, ironically, Shepard's main motive, really, is revenge. Think about it. And you know what I like most about this particular revenge story? It makes it absolutely clear that nothing goes well for anybody in terms of trying to get their revenge. Forgive me, but I'm a firm believer in the fact that revenge doesn't lead to anything good. So we're here. Still, we could debate Shepard a lot. As I mentioned earlier, we get some characterization for him. It's just not in the usual way. Okay, so hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need 7 more here. I'm gonna ignore chat for 1 second. Please forgive me. This game almost has double the positives in level design than the first game. Think about that. I stand by that, by the way. I mean, the first game did not exactly score shabbily, despite issues. This is going to sound sad. You want to hear something sad? Classic Game Over? I've only played Fusion once. Just the once. Checkpoints. Outro. Sorry it's taking me so long. So you so the reason I didn't play Fusion a second time is I didn't actually own it until somewhat recently, probably about 10 years ago. Which I know that sounds like a strange thing to call recent, but my point is that I was actually playing my friend Charlie's copy back in the day. In fact, I know I've told that story, and I'll tell it when we stream Metroid Fusion. He got to the, I'm going to say it without spoilers, the second to last boss fight, functionally the last boss fight, couldn't beat it. I'd never played the game before. He handed the GBA to me, and I beat the boss for him. Because I can play Metroid games. I'm also good at video games in general. So that's related. I'm curious if you know who and what Kefka is, Huthor, because that's one of the better insane characters for me personally. Yeah, I'm not particularly familiar with Fusion. It's gonna be weird. Hell, you want an elite badge? How many of you know about the Hexlord Malakras fight in the original Zul'Aman raid back in BC? I know that's really specific, but for those of you who know it, it'll have a little bit more impact. Correct, Latario. I'm trying, Broccoli Soup, I'm trying! The reason I mentioned that very specific fight is... Let me set the stage for you. So, I, at the time, had a very specific custom setup for my hotkeys and my hotbars and everything else. I also had never played a druid. This is funny because, if you're familiar with it, a druid is functionally one of my mains. In fact, I mained a druid all the way through Wrath, and was a healer raid leader on a druid for a lot of chunk of that, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Point being, all the way back in BC, I was at work. Now, some of you know I used to work at an overnight data center as a Tier 2 tech, but something that was semi-common is when we knew nothing big was happening, Gary and I would just go into the data center to hang out and play games, right? Just overnight, because we both did the overnight shift. So one night, we were raiding Zul'Aman, doing a successful 4-chest run. There's another badge of pride. I don't mind flexing a little bit. We'll go ahead and give that one. No. The data center was 24/7, but you need someone physically on hand for a thing like a server, right? There's all kinds of things that can only be done in person, right? There's all kinds of things that you need someone physically there to get a crash card and hook up to the server, or to see what's wrong with the HVACs or whatever, right? So yes, I do have the bear. Thank you for asking. So we're sitting there, and customer comes in. Now, we had a very, very simple rule. The customer work always took precedence. It was why our bosses allowed us to play video games at work or to record videos on our laptop. Because the job always interrupted whatever we were doing. And we had proven this time and time again, so our bosses knew that. Cool. So a customer comes in, Gary says, can you handle this? Now, me, being a moron, is as someone who was like, oh my god, of course! And I immediately dive down to his computer as his druid when he's in the middle of the Hexlord Malakras fight. Gary is flustered for a second and rushes off to help the customer. What he meant was for me to deal with the customer, but my brain wasn't working in that direction for some reason. We killed Malakras. Unfamiliar computer, never played druid before, never healed that fight before. I'm good at WoW. That's not bragging. He wasn't mad. He was just like, so dude, I kind of meant for you to deal with the customer. And I'm like, oh god, that would have made so much more sense. And he was like, yeah, that's what I was going for. Oh, I'm sorry, man. He's like, no, it's cool. It's whatever. I do use add-ons. I lean on add-ons. What we're probably going to do is one of the characters we level for the WoW review we'll do completely without any add-ons whatsoever to show off the interface. And then we're going to use add-ons the rest of it because I like add-ons. And it's built into the game. And WoW is going to get lots of positives for add-on support. WoW is one of the most pro add-on games I have ever seen in my life. No joke. The only thing that might come close is the mainline Elder Scrolls games. That's it. My friends like to make fun of me by saying that I play World of Modcraft. Will it get any negatives for base UI? I don't actually think so. It would have until Dragonflight, of all things. That's that recent. But as of Dragonflight, they actually started really updating and developing the base UI and making a lot more customizability. It's just a lot better. It's just a lot better in several ways. So there's a lot of built-in stuff that's kind of awesome. Okay, so that's up to date, and that's up to date. Okay, museum and game modifiers are now unlocked. Cool. So first, what do we get on intel? Bombshell. Enemies drop a grenade when they die. Pineapple heads. And noir. Damn, we only unlocked 3. Oh well. As usual, that's a wash. I think the Spec Ops are not in. Huh. Oh yeah, let me say another thing. The story of Dragonflight is going to score very well. How many of you can guess why before I explain? Yeah, that's it. Well. Yeah, bingo. Side quests. Dragonflight side quests have been legit. Like some of the best ones I've seen in a while. Main plot is dumb. Like there's some good beats in the main plot. I don't want to sound completely negative, but the main plot might be a net negative for Dragonflight. But the side quest, yeah, helping the Whelpling craft a stuffed animal. See, I don't think that way, Bragwin, because, you know, I like Oblivion. Also helping the centaur lady nurse I think it's a bear back to health. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to put you down, Bragwin. I do apologize. I know you hate WoW and everything about it, just like Mr. Red. What I'm trying to say is that I have such a compartmentalized mind that it's easy for me to look at something and dislike, dislike. You know what I mean? I mean, Mass Effect 3, for God's sakes. I can still absolutely gush about Mass Effect 3. Even though it's Mass Effect 3. because compartmentalization. That's just how my brain works. So I guess we'll do the museum because that's all that's left. Yeah, Tuchanka? God, I always screw up that pronunciation. That was awesome. No, it specifically does not have multiplayer. So, an evening with Infinity Ward. Oh god, various straws. Yeah, various straws. That's a good one. Do not press F. Oh, okay. Well, I'd better not press F there then. I don't think there's much else to do though. Well, surely I'll get another gun other than a pistol, right? All right, here we go. And we're dead. Okay. Whew. That was pretty good. That was like 4 seconds. All right, here we go. Time me, okay? Let's see how far we can go. Let's see if we can go. Okay. No. Damn! The dog got me! Ah, that was 4 seconds again. Okay, here we go. No, J. Palmer, it was going to get more pluses, not less. Pluses? That sounds weird. I was actually going to put it under mini-games, actually, but I'm not going to ding it for replayability, because this game is still incredibly replayable. It's just not as replayable because they got rid of the missions. Absence of positive, not presence of negatives. Okay. There, scooch over here. Okay, we're doing good. Scooch around here, pause for a second. Alright, reload. Them, go around the corner. Oh, Jesus Christ! Okay, we're okay. Everything's fine. Hitting the wrong buttons on my keyboard, very important. Nom, 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 nom. Okay. Hey, what's up? Jesus. Thankfully, they're all coming through this corridor. Oh, jeez. Let's cook for a second. There we go. Oh, God, it's Makarov. It's the Space Wizard. What do we do? Okay, Space Wizards are dead. We're okay. Oh, God. Run. Need another gun. Do I have another gun? I have 6 bullets left. Good God. I need to get in there. I need to advance. Okay, let's do it. I have no grenades left. This, look away. Then we're gonna do this, and hope for another gun. There we go, there's another gun. We're okay. We've gotten a gun. Gun get. No. Oh, Jesus. Of course it would be frickin' soap. No! I'm so close. No! And we're dead. Damn! Oh, well. Minute 23. I'll take it. And that's the museum. It's exactly what it looks like. Oh God, I don't know. I've been compartmentalized since I was a kid, Mr. Ed. I think it's just the way I am. My sister always jokes that I'm actually a robot. And she's right. But anyways, so let me start to do some boring, generic, awful, no good, very bad math. We all like math, right? Do you like math? You don't like math? Really? It is a fun challenge. It's pure challenge mode. It's very quick. Takes like 2 minutes to do a cycle. Let me ask you this. Here's a random question. Do you think that this game is shorter or longer than Modern Warfare 1? Specifically this version, the one that doesn't have the Spec Ops. Keep in mind we're playing on the same difficulty in both games. Shorter is correct. It's always amused me. But I also think that shorter is better. First of all, it's much denser. But second of all, I feel like with the removal of the monster closets and the improved AI, it's better. Like, it's better CG difficulty. It's better difficulty. I want the city walls to be huge, Evo! I want them to tower for... What? City walls? What are you talking about? You've actually already asked me that question, Evo, and I've already answered it. Now, can you remember my answer? That's the real question. We'll find out today. Alright, everyone shine a big spotlight on Evo. And make sure to have the spotlight have, like, you know how there's the bat symbol? Well, I want you to have, like, a "You're Awesome" in there. Just, like, scroll "You're Awesome" into some metal and then put it on the symbol. So she has a bunch of "You're Awesomes" pointed at her, because she is. Let's see here. No, we're not going to make it an onion. We're not mean. I'm a builder, not a destroyer. Yes, we're going to make the same mistake we made with no mentioning. And it's just going to say, UA! Hey, Dr. Winter. Yeah, we're auditing it up. Fun fact. I did get copy wrong for Modern Warfare 1. Can you guess where and how? Yeah, the main title screen, the menu screen. The music for the menu was apparently copy wrongable. It's okay, it didn't get, like, flagged or anything. It didn't get shut down. It's just, whoever owns the rights to distribute that music now owns the rights to put ads up on my video. Because of a song that plays over a title screen. I will never stop pointing out how stupid that is. No, what happened, Uthor? I mean, I guess I could mute the song. Sure. That's easy. All we do is exit the game. There you go, boom. Song muted. But I don't want to leave you in darkness. So instead I'll play a song that is very appropriate to the type of thing we've been doing today, the type of game we've been streaming. Wait, what, Uthor? Hold on, hold on. Mitchgrade Prime at a cathedral. Not that inaccurate, really. I trust you, Evo. Here's what we answered last time. The city is very large, but you can change the angle of the camera. So in the far back left, for example, that could just be farmland, instead of having to show the rest of the city, because the city's huge. But you don't have to show the whole city, you can show the edge of the city. Actually, there are several ways to check what the Metroid block is. If you go to the list, and you go all the way to the bottom, you'll see what all the blocks are. If you go to the block page, which I believe you can also type !block into chat for, you'll see another list, which is all the blocks and what games are in them. All of these things are on my website. Did you know that I have a website? I mean, I honestly wasn't going to see Oppenheimer anyways. I plan to see one movie in the upcoming 5 years. Can anyone guess which one it is? The Mario movie, yep. And honestly, I'd be tempted to skip it, not for my niece. I take it back. I might see Dune 2 as well. Because I liked Dune 1. So that's 2. 2 movies. I mean, it was a... I really liked the Dune movie, but I will admit that it went hard in ways I wouldn't expect. It also... Okay, you ready to hate me? I prefer the version of events and characters in the Dune movie, the recent Dune movie, over the book. I know, that seems to be a common trend for me. Jurassic Park, Lord of the Rings, Dune. I should probably mention I do actually like the Dune book, the first Dune book. I do. You know, I've actually done a video on that, on the first Dune movie. But I don't care for it. I get it. It's a little bit bonkers. That's about all I got, really. Oh, god damn it. I literally just spotted a plus I need to give to Call of Duty 4. Whatever. That's why we do audits. I'm not in as much of a hurry this time. I got like a nice long time. I need to give a plus to the theme of Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare 1 for being as anti-war as any game has No, I'm going to give it an anti-war positive. See, what I doubly find funny about that, Mike Kamano, is I only like the first book. The later books, not a fan. Personal preference. Just not me. I mean, there probably isn't going to be Ross, and it's also probably not going to be any good. What's the most anti-war game? Spec Ops! That's true, Lord Haramont. I do need to do that, and thank you, as always, for being part of the show. You know what? Valiant Hearts is a good example of an anti-war game. Let's go with that. Fallout is not anti-war. Fallout has nothing to do with war. I know, that sounds strange, but it's true. But Valiant Hearts, that's an anti-war game, my god. I've never played the Dune board game, no, although I did play Dune 2000 back before Command & Conquer came out. Yeah. Well, no, some people... I don't want to sound this in any way like I'm saying this in any way as a negative thing. But I know plenty of people, in fact, probably more people than not, love the... Shoot, you're right. Love weird. I don't know what else to call that. I don't. I never have. I'm not into weird. I'm not into surreal, or off-kilter, or bizarre, or out there, and that. I've never been like that. I'm a robot. We already talked about that. That's why I'm such a boring person. So that's why the later Dune books... I mean, that's the reason the later Dune books didn't work for me. No, robots we're pretty structured, Mike Kamano. I mean, we built you humans a long time ago, and let me tell you, you've been doing some stuff. But, That hurt. Listen, robot, lich, they're the same difference, really. Yeah, speaking as someone who has been on mind-altering chemicals, no, not what you're thinking. I've been in for surgery. I extraordinarily, just massively not in favor of experiencing that again. I mean, if there's only one Lich, am I not the Lich King? I'm gonna have to move Frostmourne for the WoW review, too. Somebody asked how refunded that is. Did you know that I have a website? Which can answer that question. Yeah, anesthesia. Proper, real anesthesia. What do they call that? They call it something so mundane in hospitals. It's like, it's not local. What do they call that? General anesthesia. That's what they call that. That's terrifying. Like, it's such a generic, ordinary thing, but it's just like, oh, whoop, hang on. Wonk. There we go. Okay, we're good. Yeah, the end of 2001 Space Odyssey, not a big fan. I tend to not like drug sequences in general. Disney films are rather fond of that. But also, I mean, no offense, because the gentleman is actually a pretty good actor, or excuse me, author, but Stephen King. Oh god, I know who Thor. So when I went in for my nose, a little over a year ago at this point, I went in and they're like, all right, doing the thing, putting the other thing, count back from 10. And I have a very attentive personality, attentive mind. Good situational awareness, right? I tend to pay a lot of attention to a lot of things. That's just who and how I am. And so, as I'm counting back from 10, in the back of my mind, even though this is like the 5th time I've been down under the knife, I'm freaking out just a little bit because I'm like, oh god, I am still fully aware of everything. I don't remember hitting 1. Yeah, it's just, and then I remember having a very hard time breathing is my next memory, because if you recall, I had all the stuff in my nose, so my nose was 100% clogged, 0 airflow, and it was very, very hard to breathe 100% through my mouth for, like, I think it was like 2 days, but especially when I was first coming out of it. They apparently were having trouble getting me to breathe at all when I was coming out of it. The nurse was actually concerned enough to call my sister and say, you need to pick him up right frickin' now. we need to get him awake and active and away from the hospital so he can start breathing properly. It was actually quite scary. And I know what you're thinking. Well, you didn't breathe through your nose anyways. No. Completely clog your nose sometime. Completely. And you will tell the pressure difference is different. The breathing is different. Talking right now, what I'm doing is different. It's a very different experience. And imagine that it's just here. That this is it. That this is your life for the next several days. Not fun. Yeah, even before I had the surgery, even before I had the deviated septum fixed, I still breathed through my nose. It just was a small amount of percent. And of course, keeping that pressure that way was important. All gone. Oh, that don't, Ross. Please don't remind me of that. It's this one right here. I have a very, very high pain tolerance. I always have, since I was a kid. I don't know if I'd say I'm proud of that, but it's true. I mean, not being able to breathe hits a lot of panic buttons for me. It honestly takes a minute for me to really... Like, this is gonna sound so stupid, okay? You ready to make fun of me for this? One of the things I do for taking care of my teeth is I swish. When I'm swishing, I cannot breathe. That's a short period of time. That's like 20, 30 seconds. And when every time, well, not every time I do it, every now and again when I do it, I still have just a little bit of that panic feeling in the back of the mind that I have to be like, hold up. It's okay. It's okay. I'm just swishing. It's okay. I need to establish control over the instinct for just a moment there. Okay. So that gives us plus 39 to story. I think that says all it needs to. And plus 29 to gameplay. That's really good. Jesus Christ, that's almost 6 positives per hour. Okay, I'll give you all the details in just a second. Please, we all know the truck is King's best. Can't think of the name of it right now. The killer truck? Ah, whatever. Damn! Alright, so, give me one last second, please. I want to do this proper, like. Yeah, we gotta get a drum. Go ahead and get your drum rolls in early. Because I always ask for them, and there's like a 30-second wait before I actually get them. Yeah, I think this is wow, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna do some comparisons here, okay? We're gonna compare this against 2 other games in particular. No, we're gonna compare it against 3. Those games are Modern Warfare 1, Modern Warfare R, and Titanfall 2. If you don't know why I'm comparing those, same devs. So, let's go, let's just, hang on, let's do it this way. Let's make this nice and easy. I've got this set up on this way on purpose. So, story-wise, the worst of that bundle is Modern Warfare 1, which had a plus 19 to story. Modern Warfare 1 was 19, and then... No, I'm wrong. Titanfall 2 was actually only 11. Excuse me. So Titanfall 2 was 11. We haven't actually reviewed Infinite Warfare under the current system, Andrew. Titanfall 2 was 11 to story. Modern Warfare 1 was 19 to story. Modern Warfare R was 21 to story. Modern Warfare 2 is 39 to story. That's 5.94 pluses per hour in density and a 95.35% ratio. That's bonkers. Gameplay. So let's reorder these a little bit here. At the bottom of that bundle in gameplay is Modern Warfare 1 with plus 13 to gameplay. Then Modern Warfare R with 21. By the way, you'll notice all of these are good scoring games. Like, we're comparing against each other, but still, that's very good for FPSs. Anyways, so, Modern Warfare R is plus 21 to gameplay. Modern Warfare 2 is 29 to gameplay, which of course loses out to Titanfall 2, which was an astonishing 34 to gameplay, which also makes it the best gameplay of any FPS we've covered. In terms of other numbers, that makes Modern Warfare 2 a 4.41 plus per hour density and a ratio of 89.19%. That's insane. Now, If we look at the golden number, the very bottom is... These just dominate the FPS. The only other FPS up in the top 5 is Halo Reach, which is a damn good game. So at the bottom we have Modern Warfare 1, which got a 92.84. Slightly above that we have Titanfall 2, which has 136.02. As a reminder, anything over 100 is excellent. Very few games beat the 100 marker, and even less go beat the 200 marker, but anyways. Above Titanfall 2, just barely, is Modern Warfare R with 145.44. And yes, that means Modern Warfare 2 beats it all at 247.36. Making it the current best FPS I have covered. A statement I stand behind. Yeah, absolutely getting the sushi tag. Let's see, did anybody guess that high at all? Did anybody guess over 200? Oh, Mr. Red guessed 200. You win, Mr. Red, for successfully guessing higher than the hundreds. Wow. What did you want to put that towards? Planescape Torment? Why? Okay, fine, whatever. Oh, okay, I was just... Why? Okay, okay. Someone asked something. Is that better than Portal? I have Portal in a different genre. Give me a second. I don't think that's better than Portal, but I could be wrong. Hang on, hang on. Where do I put Portal? Portal's under Puzzle. It's 247, 247. No, Portal 2 has a score of 327.83. Portal 2 dominates, as it should. So, just amongst FPSs, that is being stupid. Why are you doing this, game? Just among FPSs, that makes it the king. No, we're playing a game called A Short Hike next. I actually haven't reviewed either under the current system, Nemesis, so I have no idea. But if we're looking at the whole golden number sheet, give me just a second here. I don't like to do this, but... So at the very top is FF14, which doesn't count. Hang on, let me get rid of the MMOs. So, oh, Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At the very top is Portal 2. And then Metroid Dread. Those are the only games that have gone over 300, by the way. 2. Out of the, like, 190-something games we've covered. It's the only 2 games have gone above 300. Is FF14 a better game than Portal 2? Different scale. That's why it doesn't count. Early Castlevania block. Thank you, Jolly Leprechaun, very much. And if you would like to put that towards up to 3 things, please let me know. Yeah, absolutely, J-Palm. So Portal 2 is at the top, then Metroid Dread, then Mega Man 11, then Mass Effect 2, then Modern Warfare 2. That's the current top 5 right there. That's a good spread. What I love about that, too, is that's a puzzler, a Metroidvania, a Mega Man, an RPG, and an FPS. That's a nice spread. In case you're wondering, if you want to go up to the 10s, then it's A Hat in Time, which is a 3D platformer. Mega Man 5, that's our first double up on genres. Divinity Original Sin 2, wonderful game. Plague Tale Innocence, that's our stealth game. And then Psychonauts 2, which is another 3D platformer. GTA 5 is going to dominate when we finally re-review it. I'm just telling you that right now. GTA 5 might be the best reviewing game we've ever covered. That's what it is. That's gonna be it. We all just need to acknowledge and accept that GTA 5 is going to stomp. It might actually hit the 400s. That is possible. That is within the realm of possibility. We'll see. Because as I've mentioned, only 2 games have ever gone above 300. Ever. That's it. Now, tomorrow, we're going to go ahead and start off with A Short Hike, which is a... I mean, okay, hang on real quick. Plutonia, knowing that you prefer old, terrible games. I'm joking. GTA 4 arguably has... Let me put it to you this way. This is my professional opinion. No, let's throw bias out for just a second. GTA 5 is better in gameplay in every way than GTA 4. Driving, level design, mid-mission checkpointing, proper acknowledgement of interruptible conversations, the different vehicle kit you have, the kit you have, the variety of mission design, the ability to pick up missions, the way the minimap works. Just all the gameplay features is better, right? Story-wise, its tone is completely different from all the previous ones. GTA 5 isn't funny to me. And it doesn't have a particularly strong plot. However, I would still say GTA 5 has a superior story because you know me. I like to look at the overall everything when it comes to story. And characters, writing, voice acting, directing, motion capture, pacing. 5 it still has a great deal of excellent story. But I'm not trying to sell you on it. I'm trying to sell everyone on it because it's a great game. You should go play it. Now, tomorrow we'll be opening up with a game called A Short Hike. It's supposed to be maybe a 2-hour game. So there's a decent chance we will go ahead and start Crusader Kings 3 tomorrow. Now, as with all such games like that, I am okay with having multiplayer, obviously. I don't expect anybody to actually join me in that long term, because most people don't have 8 hours a day for weeks on end in order to play a multiplayer game with me. Nevertheless, we will have specific, yeah, sure, go ahead and join us for a bit things. Probably not initially, so probably not tomorrow. I want to get used to the interface and the functionality of the game before I start being like, hey, join me. I will, of course, have all the DLCs, assuming there are any. Because of course I will. I think that's it. And of course, we'll be playing as Croatia. I'll see you tomorrow.